Is it me or is it just getting crazy out there? People are getting more and more frustrated with each release that Rolex puts out, yet the brand is getting stronger and stronger. I get that there's so many different opinions by people and everyone's feeling disappointed. I actually really like this release, but it seems that every single person is disappointed. It just seems like everybody wants innovation, but also not to ruin the heritage and the lineage of every single watch. Everybody wants so much without changing really anything. And every single year, Rolex does a bit of both. They do a little bit of innovation and they also stick to their heritage. So, for example, the 36 millimeter Explorer came out. Everyone's getting mad that it's too small, it's not a man's watch, and it's for ladies. I just disagree with that. And you have the other camp which hated the 39 millimeter and wanted the 36 millimeter Explorer. So you're gonna have two different people here, 50-50 split between the haters and the lovers of a 36 millimeter watch. So this video is really just about saying you can never really please everybody, and I'm pretty sure Rolex knows what they're doing. So my hat's off to them. I actually really like this release. The second example is the Oyster bracelet left the GMT line last year, and everybody was up in roar. Everyone thought the Oyster looks so much better than the Jubilee. And guess what? This year it comes back and everyone's pissed off. And I get there's a lot to be pissed off about, whether you bought the Oyster as an investment because it was never going to come back, or simply that there's just no availability on these watches and who cares what they release, you're never going to get it. But that's just a different story. Really, we're talking about the 50-50 split, right? Everyone's disappointed that all they did was release a new bracelet. Well, you're going to get those people that want minimal changes, and you're going to get those people that want an Oyster bracelet and then a Jubilee bracelet. Well, now you have two, so that I think that's a big win. And if you think about it, everybody wants innovation, but if Rolex was to come out with the latest and greatest and the very best every single year, I mean, 1 year is such a small amount of time. To release a watch between now and next April with a huge innovation is really difficult to do, but it would also just kill their brand. So of course they're going to go in increments. They're going to do a Jubilee bracelet on a Sky Dweller. They're going to do an Oyster. They're going to reduce the Explorer diameter size. And I really don't see a business sense to release anything with huge innovation. And then everyone hates the 36 millimeter Datejust. Everyone goes yada yada yada, new Datejust, new dials, blah 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 blah. I mean, obviously there's a market for it. I'm pretty sure it exists in Asia. There's a huge market for those Datejusts and colorful dials. Everyone just seems to overlook them because of the dials and also the case size. And I just think it's such an oversight because there's so many different models that are huge, that have huge diameters. I mean, if you want a 42 millimeter watch, you can go get one. Go get an Explorer 2. You probably won't be able to get one, but I'm saying the option is there. They have a lineup for bigger watches. You don't have to get a Datejust. You don't have to get a 36 mm Explorer. You can go for a 42 millimeter size watch. You can get a Submariner, a Yachtmaster, an Explorer, a GMT. Like, there's so many different watches. You can get a Datejust with a 41 millimeter case size. Everyone seems to hate on a 36 millimeter Datejust, but there's a huge lineup of other watches that are much bigger. So I really like this release, and I'm happy to see it. So just a comment on, you can't really please everyone, and I've been just seeing and noticing a lot of disappointment, and I mean that's just the new norm. This is the same story last year, and it's going to be the same story next year. So the brand is getting stronger, so buckle up and get used to it. See you in the next one.